Alright guys, Fuller coming to you with another video. Shout out to the whole LDBC. So, if you want to, you may like this video, and if you also want to, you may subscribe to this page. So this video is going to offend a lot of you guys who are Jermall Charlo supporters, for the simple fact that he recently has some select words and things like that about Eddie Hearn telling all the middleweights like to pull up to the Wilder Fury fight. And the thing is it's a fake call out. I know this is gonna sound messed up, but I study the patterns of Jermall Charlo and his brother. What they do is they call all these guys out. They say that, we want to fight these guys and stuff like that. But when guys send offers to them, and when guys say, okay, we want to fight you, that's when they get cold feet. And that's just what it is. I'm just being real. Like, the thing is I'm going to just be completely funky. Like, I'm not doubting the boxing ability. I'm not doubting the power. I'm not doubting the athleticism and stuff like that. I'm not doubting that. I'm not saying that that doesn't exist. Okay? I'm not talking about the boxing. I'm talking about how they move. Okay? And how they move, it doesn't really add up to anything. Like, I'll give you another example. I'll give you another thing that happened. When Erislandy Lar was fighting Jarrett Hurd, and they did the weigh-in and stuff like that and all this, you heard Jermall Charlo just barking. Jermall Charlo, I mean, sorry. You heard Jermall Charlo just barking like, this is bullshit. Okay? When the smoke cleared and Jermall Charlo didn't have a fight and Erislandy Lar didn't have a fight, Erislandy Lar said, I want his belt. Okay? He has a belt I want. What did Jermall Charlo do? He answered back with crickets. Okay? That's example number one. Example number two. Now, I don't know if the offer is real or not. I really don't know if the offer was legit. But from what I hear, from people, from Demetrius Andrade's one of the trainers, his pad man. From what I hear, the offer was legitimate that Eddie Hearn sent. Now, I don't know if the offer was sent via email. I don't know how the offer was sent, okay? I heard the Instagram talk. Yes, I understand that part of it. I understand he probably DM'd him in Instagram. Okay. Now, Boxing Voice. They do an interview with Jermall Charlo. What does Jermall Charlo say? Demetrius Andrade is a nobody. I wouldn't gain anything to fight him. He's a nobody. This, that, and the other. Right? Now he's calling him out again. But I thought he was a nobody. Case in point. So my whole thing is make up your mind, bro. And this video ain't gonna be too long. Make up your mind. Make up your mind on what you want to do. Okay? You either want to fight these guys or you don't want to fight them. That's just the bottom line. There shouldn't be all this back and forth and all this talking and stuff like that. You know, it's either you want to fight him or you don't. That's the way I look at it. And from what I understand with the sources involved, Boo Boo Andrade is willing to go to Showtime for one fight, to fight you. But in my heart of hearts, this is just my thinking. This is just what I think. And what I think may not necessarily be right. I may be completely wrong in what I'm thinking. But from what I'm thinking, deep inside, Jermall Charlo knows that skills pay the bills, and Demetrius Andrade levels up when he fights anybody. And so that's what he's obviously afraid of. Demetrius Andrade is the better boxer than Jermall Charlo. Demetrius Andrade has better footwork than Jermall Charlo. Demetrius Andrade has faster hands than Jermall Charlo. The advantage in which Jermall Charlo has is probably he has more power than Demetrius Andrade. And it is possible that he can catch Demetrius Andrade and put him to sleep. That's very possible. But I don't think Demetrius Andrade would let that happen. I don't think he would be dumb enough to let that happen. You know, people talk about the Keeler fight, how he was swinging wild. They talk about the Selecki fight, how he was swinging wild. It's because he can. They didn't pose a threat. Okay? They really didn't pose a threat, so that's why he fought them in the way he fought them. He's not going to fight Jermall Charlo the same way. So, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, we'll see what happens, but that's just my thoughts on this topic, you know. And I hope it's not sounding biased, but it's just objective from what I see the patterns of the Charlo twins are, you know. And that's just it. It is what it is, you know. If I see you doing a pattern, then I'm just gonna call it out for what it is. But I will say this, and this is a rule for me, this is the rule I go by in my daily life, is that real killers move in silence, and basically you talk by your demonstrations. You know, that's how you speak to people, is by what you demonstrate. You feel me? So let's see if he demonstrates something that shows that he wants to fight these guys rather than talk about fighting these dudes. But anyhow, man, just a quick video about that. Leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Fuller signing out. Njadama. And one more thing, man. In my opinion, they just kind of like, and this is gonna sound kind of messed up, but in my opinion, they just put on this like tough Tony gangster front, like, and you know, like, it's just like, for me, like fake, like I mean, what hood have you went to? Like what what hood have you been in? Like what kind of action have you seen? You know, like me, like I can only speak for me. You know, I don't like walk around like I've seen or done shit, but I can tell you about many hood stories that I witnessed with my own eyes being in the hood. Shit, one happened just yesterday in Hyde Park. 3 niggas got hit up. You know? So, you know, man, they just present these like, this like, I guess this like persona that they're like just super tough. And it's just like, for me personally, I see through that shit, bro. You know? I know this is gonna accept a lot of people from Texas, but hey, bro, if they do fight, may the best man win. And whoever wins that fight will gain my respect, no matter who it is, if that fight happens. But anyhow, man, let me go. Fuller signing out. And job on.